My wife looks at me and says, we need to call the kids. And I'm like, why do we need to call the kids? And she looks, she goes, I want to say goodbye. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, it can't be that serious. When I saw Sharla for the first time, you know, her personality, her eyes, her everything about her, it was phenomenal. Right when I was on the plane, I'm going, I love this woman. And this is someone that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. She's amazing. I love her. I'm going to marry this person.
This is it. I don't want my life without him. I'm young, I'm healthy, work out. We don't have time for this. Let's just keep going. I would feel it kind of tingling in my fingers is where I'd start to feel it. But again, we're busy at the time, 3 young kids, career, husband's job. I mean, it was just busy. So you just go, okay, I might not have slept enough. I might not ate enough. I guess did I miss breakfast today? And you just kind of blow it off. I was driving the kids on the freeway and felt that it was coming on. And I had to pull over on the side of the freeway. And I said, okay, this is not okay. This is not just about me, and I'm too busy, and if I sit for a minute, I have my children in the car with me now. We've got to do something about this. We've got to fix it. It's the classic, cardiovascular disease, that's for old men. It was like, oh, well, that's really rare. That doesn't happen to young people very often.
Once we get to the hospital, I could tell that there isn't a lot of sense of urgency. And I got a sense of urgency right now. And this thing needs to speed up right now. And so the nurse came in, she's talking to her, and she's kind of like going, okay, well, we're going to see if we can see someone. And at that point I said, forget about it, we're calling our cardiologist. And so when he told me this is a stat situation, give me the phone to the doctor or nurse, we need to act now. And they come in and all of a sudden now they start talking what's going to happen next. And that's when I'm like, I could imagine my face turning pale white. I was like, this is serious. This is serious.
I could see his look when he got up to give the phone, when he talked to the cardiologist, that something was not okay.
My wife looks at me and says, we need to call the kids. And I'm like, why do we need to call the kids? And she looks, she goes, I want to say goodbye.
The kids sounded like angels because just hearing their voice sounded amazing. I tried to keep the quiver out of my voice. I'm not sure if I was able to do that. And I thought a 38-year-old that was healthy and active and doing all of this would be in a situation that this could happen. And I know that is the case for lots of women out there. They just couldn't be me, won't be me, and you just take it for granted.
I ran down to try to figure out and look in the window to try to get her to see where she's at. And then I went into the chapel and I dropped to my knees and prayed that I would see my wife again. I may lose my rock, the person I love.
It's changed us. I mean, as much as you say you want to keep things normal, it's definitely changed me. I still have to sometimes remind myself, but just the living in the moment, right? And just being there for, being there for the moments that turn into memories. But it just gives you a different perspective on On bad days, we really make effort to do the things instead of have the things. We do trips, we do experiences, we travel, we do things with our loved ones, our friends, our family. It's so important to us, and I feel like it was important before, but it just meant so much more after that to just have those times together.
She's able to stay active and do her runs, if it's the PF Chang or if it's a triathlon or if it's going out and playing volleyball. She still plays volleyball at a high level. I don't know if you guys knew that, but she plays every Tuesday night.
I can't even imagine not having all of these memories without my mom there, and everything that I've accomplished having her by my side, and hopefully continuing to have her by my side.
The moments we have together now, I will never take for granted, because what if we did lose her that day? So it's just crazy thinking back on it.
I got very lucky. I know that doesn't happen for everybody, but I didn't come away completely unscathed, and my family did not come away unscathed. So I think for the women who want to keep pushing through, I'm fine, I'll worry about it next week. If you're not going to do it for you, do it for the people that you love, because it changes them, it impacts them.
Life without Sharla would have been empty, it would have been incomplete, it would have been lost. She was my rock, she's my inspiration, she's the person that drives me. I couldn't imagine not having Sharla.